Okay, welcome back. Okay, if you're just joining me today, last week was rough. I can't believe I talked about pedophiles. I guess it's good. I mean, to talk about stuff that's hard to talk about. That's the whole point. Unfortunately, I don't have a very upbeat note to talk about today. I guess I could talk about. Have I been watching anything? Oh, I have to avoid him. What did I just watch? HBO, The Watchmen. I watched The Watchmen. That was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. Yeah, I was excited for this because I like Damon Lindelof and him doing like a comic. I don't know anything about The Watchmen, but the idea of him doing a comic book type of thing, and I thought he would do a really good job with it. So I was really excited, and I liked the first episode a lot. I started reading about what The Watchmen was about, the comic book. It's pretty interesting. Apparently it's kind of similar to The Boys, I guess, which was that Amazon show I watched. It's making superheroes like a little bit more real. Like what would happen if superheroes were actually real? Like how they would affect government and police and everything. So it's a cool idea. I'm sure the comic book is a lot more detailed and better, but I was just reading the synopsis and it was like superheroes, the stories about superheroes existing in the real world and how that would change history. And so superheroes affect the Vietnam War, so that instead of backing out, we stay and we win, and Vietnam becomes a state. And I don't know. I sometimes have hard stuff with stuff like that because it's like, really, that's the only thing that superheroes affected was like this one thing. But I'm sure the comic book's much better. Then it has a lot more details, I'm sure. Did I get a key? So I'm excited to watch that season. That's nice. There aren't really a lot of shows that I watch that I get excited for. I used to like The Walking Dead a lot, but the 10th season just aired and I'm not into it. They lost me. They had me and they lost me. They lost me. I would say the 8th season. They lost me. Which is longer than most people made it. I would say the first 6 seasons are really good and they're worth watching, and then the rest is just. There's one storyline in the 8th season that I liked, with Carl and Rick and Negan, but that was it. I guess it was the main storyline, but I don't think it's worth it. And this new season's like, we just don't care about any of the characters. Rick's gone and everybody's gone. And they keep announcing when people are leaving. Like Michonne is leaving this year. The whole point of the show is like to be surprised when people leave. So why are they announcing it? It kind of made sense with Rick, but it doesn't really. They keep like one of the characters, Maggie, left, and then they announce that, and then they announce Michonne leaving. Doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I'm trying to talk about, I don't know. I guess people want, I keep thinking people want me to talk more about social anxiety because that's probably why they're here. I mean, well, that's obviously why they're here. But after yesterday, I don't know. Maybe I just want to talk about some TV shows. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'm talking about myself too much. Maybe people want just like, they want advice or I don't know. I'm not very good at giving advice. I feel like I did okay on that one episode. But I don't really have very much else advice to give. Ow. What's happening? Don't I have to water his bowl? So, yeah, two of my favorite shows are Lost and The Leftovers, which are both Lindelof shows. So I was really excited about this. I understand why a lot of people don't like Lost. It is a little bit like you had to be there. I don't know if you can rewatch it and it would be as interesting. I started watching live maybe during the third season, or the fourth, probably the third season. Maybe just because I was younger, it just felt special. I don't know. Probably. I mean, definitely because I was just younger and I'd only watched 10 TV shows, so this was the one. And it was just felt special. And then when it ended, I liked the ending. I don't know. A lot of people didn't. Obviously, it could have been better, but I don't think they ended it the way they wanted it to, really. But so here's a good question for today. This is something I've thought about before. Like, a lot of people, I don't know. Yeah, I guess people hate on Lost. They don't like it. But to me, it's the best TV show that has at least 22 episodes per season. I've never watched every TV show, so I'm sure there are some that are better. It's my favorite. It's my favorite TV show that has at least like 20 episodes a season. They were making an episode every week, basically. They were writing it, shooting it, all outside on a beach. Like, it's crazy what they did. All in a week, they shot an episode. Like Game of Thrones, they'd have, like, if they wanted to, they could shoot an episode for 6 months. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just always kind of look at it through that lens. I don't think Lost is perfect. They do a lot of stuff that's like kind of silly, and you think, what? There's no point to this, and there isn't. But it's like, well. So that's my question. What's your favorite show that has at least 20 episodes per season? I'm lost again. I knew this would happen. I'm not paying attention. I need to do something with the water. I thought I had to feed that dog, but I guess it doesn't have to be serialized, but it's easier to make, I think, a procedural show or an episodic show. A good one, I feel like. I mean, because you can have a bad episode and people are just like, whatever. All they care about are the characters. They don't care about the stories. And if you have a bad episode, nobody cares. As long as the character is still acting like the character and you put the character in situations that are interesting. But if you have a bad episode of Lost, like, and you do something maybe you shouldn't, you can't just undo what you did because it's serialized. Everything that happened before is canon and it counts. So that's a problem I had on the show. Like, they never knew if they were going to be canceled or if they were going to run, or the next 3 episodes might be their last 3. They might, so they had to always, they were always introducing new stuff, and they always had to keep that in mind in the next episodes. So it's what they did, I think, was pretty impressive. Welcome to Watch Me Wander Around the Game. I gotta do something today, come on. Kitchen, boneyard, beware the ghost dog. If he gets you, you'll need to water this plant. Shoot some water after each boss. Okay, let's go back to there. I knew I was supposed to be there. I don't know if I don't really know if I have a favorite TV show. I guess I would say Community, because that's the show I've seen the most, I think. How do I get outside again? When I moved into my apartment, I rewatched Community. That was the first show that I started to like rewatch. So I feel like that's a testament to how much it means to me, because it was kind of felt comforting to go back and rewatch the show that I'd seen a bunch in. Now what do I do? You'll need to water this plant to help it grow. Shoot some water on it until it begins to grow. After each boss is defeated, come back to this plant and water it again. At the end of this game... Oh God. Before getting started, go to the pipe to your right, shake it by pressing A. I'm going a little bit long today. I'll face this boss tomorrow. Sounds like a big boss. Okay, that's it for today. But I don't feel like I did very good today. Okay, well, I'm just embarrassed because this past week it was kind of exciting to watch some people starting to watch, and now I don't know if I want people to watch these episodes. Blah. They're not as good as the ones before, I feel like. Well, you can just watch the Zelda episodes. And just don't watch these. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.